Hey, what's shaking YouTube? This is GK. I'm back. I've still been living the hobby high life. I hope you have too. It's been about a week since we created any content or put anything out there. And it's not because we haven't had any sales, because we have. We're just moving a lot smaller volume. About 2 to 10 cards a day, just the simple $99, dollar to $2 card variety. Not a whole lot to really get into and discuss. But it's still happening. And although October has been a slow month, we probably won't hit our goal of 300. We may not. I don't know. But last month we did extremely well. In September, we topped 450 sales. I think it was 456 to be exact, at an average of $2.27 per card. So last month was pretty good. It's just a market decline, and I think a lot of times when we hit slow sales periods, it kind of goes back to, kind of what we were talking about in our last video, some of the things that you're in control of and not in control of. And really the thing that we can control is how much we list. And that does make a difference. That algorithm sees that you're putting new product onto the shelf. It shows that new product to buyers. So keep that in mind. If you hit a lull in your sales, just keep at it, man. I mean, that's all you can really do. Unfortunately, man, we haven't been able to keep up our end of the bargain there. We're still going into the platform daily, and that's the most important thing. So if you're selling cards on any type of platform, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, eBay, your own website, whatever it is, make sure that you're in there daily, active, doing something with your inventory to boost those algorithms and get you guys out in front of the market. So that's it, and that's that. Like I said, not a bad month last month. If it wasn't for the consignment cards that we had, man, we would have really been hurting. But luckily we had that there. And one of the things that we'll probably talk about that at one point more in depth. But really the thing about that is, even though there's not a lot of return on those cards for us as an individual or a company, it helps our overall numbers. So if you're in the game, in the hobby, and it's kind of a business venture for you, you kind of have to look at that as a realistic possibility for increasing your numbers and improving your leverage within the hobby, or your leverage on paper. Your books are going to reflect those sales, so you can help somebody else out. And although the help that you get, what you get in return may not be cash, but it may be leverage. And sometimes leverage can outdo cash, and vice versa. So, enough about that. I mean, it was a great month last month. This month is a little bit slower, but we do have, a couple sales that I'm going to show you. And then I've also got a stack of FLOBAG loot. We won the league high point for week 4. I think, yeah, week 4, we won the high point contest again. So thank you to all you fellas in the FLOBAG League. I'm going to show you what I got with that loot. So let me spin the camera around and get to it. All right, so here we are. And then, I got the trusty TI 84 right there. The thing never leaves my side these days. It's almost like, reminds me of the days when I was carrying weapons for a living. But anyway, so today, man, we got a buyer, picked up this 2018 Prizm, Mike White with the Cowboys. And, man, what can you say about what happened with Dak Prescott, man? It's unfortunate. I hope he comes back, and he was on a tear. And it seems to happen like that. I don't know what the deal is with Mike White. But then the guy also picked up a 2020 Contenders draft pick of David Montgomery. And now, there's rumors that Le'Veon Bell could end up there in Chicago. So we'll have to see. We've also got a 2019 Upper Deck Goodwins champions, Danielle Harris, number 62, and I believe number 12. So a buyer stopped by and picked up a couple of these. And, they still sell. That's all I can say. But the big deal are these guys right here. Like I said, we had won the week 4 FLOBAG High Point, and FLOBAG is just like the league name for fantasy league that I'm in with some other content creators and collectors. They're across Instagram and the YouTube platforms. So What the deal is, we all throw in a couple bucks, winner take all, and then that winner usually turns that into cardboard. So that's what I did. And here we have, it wasn't packaged bad, it was, so was able to pick up an 18 card red Mosaic lot. And we had talked about this before, that Mosaic is tough to find for us, especially, there's nothing on the shelves. And if there is, well, there's just nothing on the shelf. That's all there is to it, believe it or not, man. So it's been kind of crazy. So we've had to come up with alternative strategies to acquire some of the Mosaic cardboard. And luckily, we were able to come across a nice lot on eBay at a decent price. I was able to cover everything but the shipping. So just a little over $20 for this lot. And I want to share them with you guys starting now. So we got a red Prizm Tyrann Mathieu, and these are the first red ones I've got. And I know that, I'm just not that familiar with them. The hobby's more familiar with them than I am, for sure. Then a Matthew Judon, one of my favorite young and up-and-coming players, along with Brian Burns. Defensive guys, man. I'm a big fan of defensive guys. So as I was looking at these players, I'm like, man, hell yeah, I got to buy that. Myles Garrett, too, man. It's nice to see him having a good season. Gardner Minshew, he's still putting up decent numbers. I don't have him on my fantasy team or nothing. But it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy watching him play. And I do enjoy these Mosaic Reds. So, I'm kind of staring out of myself. Here's Keenan Allen. And man, what about the Chargers? I'm a Bronco fan, but I'm really enjoying watching what the Chargers are doing. Part of it is their uniform. You look at that Charger blue with the yellow, just a beautiful look. Keenan Allen is on a tear with Justin Herbert. I didn't think, I kind of discounted Herbert. And once again, man, I was proven wrong. Then when we've got a Kirk Cousins, Michael Thomas, hopefully he gets back on the field. Man, it's kind of interesting to hear what what happened between him and another teammate. I hope that's nothing that he cannot overcome. Hopefully he gets out of the doghouse, gets back out on the field. I know there's a lot of people really hoping that he does well. Marshawn Lattimore from the Saints as well. One of my all-time favorite guys to collect since going back all the way to 1982, pulling his rookie card, Lawrence Taylor. Great card there. And if you followed me for any amount of time, I'm a big fan of Beast Mode. So I had, that I just seeing so many of these players, I'm like, man, how can you say no to that? And at the price, it was crazy. AJ Brown, he had a nice game on Tuesday. Man, how cool was it to see Tuesday Night Football, man? I mean, Titans Bills, it was a great game. Good to see AJ Brown. Between him and DK Metcalf, I don't know which one's better, and I don't know which one could make a bigger impact. Here's another Titan. Actually, always also going back to the Oiler days, Eddie George, LaMichael Pirine with the Jets. Who knows what's going to happen with those guys? Adam Gase is just, I don't even want to talk about it. It's just depressing to hear what somebody's doing to an NFL team. Anthony McFarland Jr. with the Steelers. Gabriel Davis. Now, this guy flashed on a Tuesday night, and I was kind of impressed with what he was doing. He might be a guy that you look to pick up in fantasy, with the way Josh Allen's playing, the amount of touches that are going to have to be spread around as defenses rotate to cover Diggs and lock him down and give Beasley the respect. If they go to 3 wide, which they should, due to the limited options they have at running back, Gabriel Davis could be a guy to help your fantasy team get over the hump and make the playoffs. Antonio Gandy Golden, never heard of this guy, from the Washington football team, and that's whatever that is. And then, of course, Terry Bradshaw. I had a chance to watch one of the episodes, Bradshaw's Family or whatever they call it. Goofy dude, man. And, I've read several of Terry Bradshaw's books. He's a great personality, writer, speaker, singer, songwriter. What can you say about Terry Bradshaw? So that's the stack of 18 cards. Picked them up for just a little over $20, including shipping. So there you go, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out. Thanks to the FLOBAG League, fellas. I couldn't have done this without you. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the Fantasy Gridiron on Sunday. Till then, man, take care, keep living the hobby high life, and we'll be back again soon.